Vicki Shepard, and I'm a graphic designer and a cartoonist, and I teach at Henry Ford Community College. I am over the graphic design program, and I recently just finished my MFA from Savannah College of Art and Design. Qualities in a graphic designer is a sense of creativity, curiosity, and the ability to solve a variety of visual problems, and that comes through research, practice, and being experimental to see what you can do. Students have to, or designers have to, have a sense of what they can bring to the client that the client might not have themselves. And so it's important to be confident in your work and to be able to visually and verbally communicate solutions to design problems. I like to see when students bring their own point of view into the project. So they might be breaking a few rules along the way, and I always say that if you're going to break the rules, that's fine, but own it. And so I like to teach them what they need to know for the business, but then I like to make sure that they realize that they can all bring something unique to the industry as well. My style tends to be more illustrative. I often seek out solutions that give me an opportunity to create graphics from scratch. And color palette is usually pretty bright, but I also like to have a bit of vintage in my work. So I'll seek out textures, and sometimes I'll seek out typefaces that are more historically based. Personally, I never really thought of myself as a fighter, but I guess I am. And so I worked really hard in my career and to get to where I am today. And one of the things my greatest joy, I believe, and the reason probably why I'm a teacher, is when I see my students succeed. We've had a couple of students who went through our program, it's only a 2-year program, and end up being junior art directors at Team Detroit. We had one student who got an internship there and then ended up being an art director now. So he's still there. I've had probably 5 students end up at Team Detroit, which is a huge advertising firm, and so that's really exciting. And and on a daily basis, when my students get it, I think that's probably one of the most exciting things. When I see them really engage in their project and it starts to come together for them, that is probably one of the most rewarding things, I think, for me as a designer, is to teach and to share what I know and make sure that people that I'm working with don't make the same mistakes that I do. So that would have to be probably my greatest achievement.
My name is Sherry Moore. I've been teaching at Henry Ford since 2001. I teach Drawing 1 classes. When I was very little, I did a drawing, and my family thought it was fantastic. And because I got all that praise for my drawing, it made me want to keep drawing. And then when I was in about 2nd grade, we went on a field trip to the DIA, and I just thought it was like magical. After I got into college, I majored in painting, and I received an MFA in painting, and that was like back in 1994. And got a studio and started working on paintings, and I still paint, but as I've been traveling the road of being an artist, I got interested into sculpture and multimedia pieces. I still do drawing occasionally, so I'm all over the place. I'm what's called a multimedia artist. I think it is true that if you do what you love, you'll have success. It's not easy all the time. It's very difficult sometimes to get the time to get to the studio, in my case, or not go out and buy all the new clothes because you gotta go buy art materials. But if you love what you're doing, it's really true. This is an old saying, but if you love what you're doing, usually you'll be successful at it.
Steve Glazer. I teach ceramics, occasionally 2D design, occasionally 3D design. I run the school's art gallery, the Assistant Gallery. I have been here since August 2004. In the back of my mind was, I'm going to be an art major. My parents kept saying, no, you're going to be a math major. I'm just, no, I'm going to be an art major. The pieces that I make that are part of the series that have been ongoing for my life the last 2 or 3 years, I call my Motor City Grill Society, and they're based on mask and an African art and culture class that I had in graduate school that affected me. If you follow your heart and you're good at it, you'll find a way to make a living.